All right, 15 versus 30-year mortgage. This is one of my favorite topics to talking about. It dates all the way back from when I was a new real estate investor. One of my first rental real estate purchases. I love telling the story because it helps relate. I made the mistake of getting involved with a 15-year mortgage. Why was it a mistake? I didn't really understand how money worked, and I didn't understand the end goal. Okay, so when I got into my first real estate transaction, I thought the end goal was to pay that property off and don't have any mortgage and use all the money and have all the money come to myself. What a mistake. That's not the end goal. The end goal in real estate purchasing or the real estate investing is to keep acquiring. You want more and more properties. The most important number in this game is unit count, unit count, unit count. You have to make sure that you get the absolute most amount of units under your control. That is why we now do real estate syndication. Whole other topic, other video. 15 versus 30-year mortgage, what it does is it requires the most amount of money to get pumped into it. Remember, something that they're not asking for, okay? You'll be more easily qualified for a 30-year mortgage than you would a 15-year mortgage. So you're voluntarily giving them more money than they're asking for and less money is going into your pocket. Now, if you have absolutely no control over yourself with your money, you do not know how to save money, you waste all of your money, that would be the only time you would go for a 15-year mortgage because you are completely forced into writing that check every month. You have no option but to write that check. With a 30-year mortgage, if you for some reason thought it would be a good idea to pay that mortgage off early, again, giving the bank money earlier than they're asking for it, you are able to do that. In a 15-year mortgage, you are forced to do it. So when you pay your mortgage early, all you're saving is that amount of money, that interest rate. So if your 15-year mortgage is a 5% interest rate mortgage, or a 6% interest rate mortgage, imagine that, it's not crazy to say that anymore. All you're doing is you're saving 5 or 6%, which means that you're losing the opportunity to send that money elsewhere and earn more than that. So if you have places, which we could obviously instruct you, we do real estate investments. This is not a video to sell, we are not trying to sell you. But if you were to invest in our real estate deals, the return percentage would be higher. If you were to reinvest back into another deal for yourself, so you would use the excess cash, you would put that aside as time went on, you would build up money for another down payment, and you would go purchase another real estate deal. That deal, if purchased correctly, would earn you more than 5 or 6% going into a deal you already have. You want the bank to hold the majority of the money. You want the bank to hold the majority of the equity. The reason is no matter how much of that house or building that you own, you still get to take advantage of the absolute best benefits of real estate. The appreciation, the depreciation, and the cash flow. The cash flow is the difference between what the asset brings in and what it costs. The depreciation are the tax benefits that you get with the real estate. The tax benefits of the real estate do not change on the percentage of ownership. When you have debt on a deal, you only initially own 20 to 30% on it, depending on how much you put down. 80, you put down 20 or 30%. They took a loan of 70 or 80%. That's how much you own. No matter how much you own, as time goes on, you own more and more of the deal. The depreciation, the benefit that you get from the depreciation of the asset does not go up and down. The bank does not withhold that. They don't want any part of that. Even though they're the biggest shareholder in this asset, they do not want or take advantage of the depreciation of the asset. They have their all other tax structure that they take care of, nothing to do with you. And the appreciation of the asset, as time goes on, this asset's going to appreciate. No matter how much you own of that asset, 100% of the appreciation goes your way. These are among the many reasons why it's important to go with a 30-year loan instead of a 15-year loan. And remember, over the course of 30 years, people say, oh my gosh, I'm going to save $100,000 if I go with a 15-year loan. No, you won't. $100,000 is not worth today what it will be in 30 years from now. People use the value of money today and they extend it over the course of 30 years. That's not how it works. $100,000 today will be worth significantly less than $100,000 in 30 years from now. So the money that you're saving during the second 15 years of that 30-year loan, basically the amount more that it is than a 15-year loan. So the second 15 years of that 30-year loan, that money is worth much less. So yes, a $3,000, $4,000, $10,000 a month mortgage sounds like a big chunk today, but that does not change over the course of the entire investment. If you don't refinance that loan or sell the property or do anything, that payment is the only payment that will remain fixed for the amount of time of your investment. The water bill will go up, the electric bill go up, the gas, the trash, everything else will go up, the maintenance will go up. But the cost of that loan will not go up. So we have to say, okay, in 15 years from now, what is that money going to be worth? It's going to be worth significantly less. So the longer you could stretch that out, the better off you'll be. You want to pay the bank the same amount you're paying now 20 years from now, because 20 years from now, your rents would have gone up. The income of the property will go up. You want to be able to take advantage of that, and you want to acquire as many properties as you can, as quickly as you can, being safe, of course, not getting yourself into trouble. You want to acquire as many properties as you can, as quick as you can, and that's going to put you in the greatest point for success. Especially in the next 12 to 24 months, you want to make sure you're acquiring properties as long as the property works at the interest rate that you're going in at, so you take that into your calculation going in, you will be in the best position possible. You are in the greatest real estate buying opportunity time ever, probably in your lifetime right now. Interest rates are rising, everybody's scared. Now is the time you want to buy. And you want to make sure that you're buying now at a price you think you want to pay in 12 months from now, which will probably be a little bit lower because interest rates will go up and they will stay there. So prices will come back down. So if you're going to buy a piece of real estate today, try to offer 15% less than what you think it's worth today, and you'll be in the absolute best position. Thank you for watching this video. Like and subscribe, and we will keep the videos coming.